If your HRV is low, it's probably not because you're busted. It's because your stress just never stops. I'm Todd Vande Hei, CEO of Stark, and I want to explain what HRV actually measures and what it doesn't measure. HRV is, and I know you want to do this, you want to compare yourself to others. It's not a comparison metric. It's a personal adaptability signal. It shows how flexible your nervous system is, not how you rank against your brother. Stress is supposed to work in a cycle, which is something that most don't really understand. Threat appears, energy turns on, physical action happens, energy gets spent, and the threat ends, and that's when recovery begins. The physical discharge of sympathetic activation is how stress is meant to end. That's how we're designed. The physical exhaustion leads to parasympathetic recovery, which you can feel, which you have felt, I'm sure. Modern stress isn't acute, though. It's sort of ambient. It's constant emails, constant pressure, constant stimulation. There's no physical outlet, and there's no clear finish line. There's no biological signal that the threat itself is over, and that fundamentally breaks the rebound mechanism, and that is the problem. So when stress never completes its cycle, the nervous system stays activated. HRV drops. It's not because you're weak, but because your recovery never gets permission to start. So that may sound familiar. Sleep tells the nervous system, the world, or sleep should tell the nervous system, the world is predictable. Safety is parasympathetic fuel. A nervous system at peace with itself has higher HRV. And that's why HRV is best understood or best measured during sleep, when performance drops away and physiology tells the truth. You can't game it when you're sleeping. So certainly age and hormones influence HRV, but the real world, or in the real world, lifestyle and stress management explain far more difference than sex or age. A calm, trained, well-recovered 60-year-old can have much higher HRV than a stressed, sedentary 40-year-old or even 20-year-old, even if that 40-year-old is the younger version of that 60-year-old self. HRV reflects adaptation, not inheritance. Think of HRV like an elastic band. You stretch it, and recovery is when it snaps back. If it never snaps back, it loses the elasticity it was meant to have. HRV is also like a battery, but not how full it is. It's how fast it recharges. So what matters is whether your system rebounds, not how someone else's system looks on paper. Hope that makes sense. HRV isn't a trophy or a scorecard. It reflects recovery, it reflects consistency, and whether stress is actually resolving itself in your life. It doesn't really ask where you started as a human. It asks what your nervous system is doing right now. So to close this up, HRV isn't about being younger. It's certainly not about being luckier or having better genes. It's about being more adaptable. And that's what HRV is actually measuring. If you like today's video, go ahead and click like and subscribe. And if you want to learn more about Stark, you can find us at stark.health. That's stark.health.